To enable or disable all of the features and the benefits of the wireless lens technology, we'll have to go into the Settings menu and take a look at those settings now. Once you're in the Settings menu, you'll arrow down until you get to the wireless option and press the power button to enter into the wireless options. First, we see Exit. If we wanted to return back to the main menu, we would press that. But instead, we're going to arrow down to our first option. And this option, Wireless Radio, this is where we would enable or disable the wireless function on the Radius BZ1. The next option below that will allow you to choose a group. Remember, the groups are the numbers of peers that are all communicating on the same network, similar to a CB channel. The next option down, Wireless Peers, will show you all of the peers that are within the same group. Pressing the metal button will show us those different people or those different users that if they've been defined. Now, if we arrow down to the first user, select that user by pressing the middle button, in a second we'll see those live readings from that Radius BZ1. After the readings appear, you can see that all conditions are normal with this particular user, and then you could return back to the previous menu. Our indications appear, we acknowledge that, we return to the previous menu. Now we'll arrow up to the Exit. We'll press the middle button, exit this wireless option, and we'll scroll down to encryption. Now, if you've previously defined a custom encryption using iNet Control or your DSSAC software, that custom encryption would be available under this menu. You can always default back to the installed factory setting, which is the default encryption. Arrow down once more, and we land on the View Wireless Peers menu. By enabling this feature, the user will be able to see the peer information during the operation mode. Arrow down one more time, and we land on the Acknowledge Peer Alarm option. We can acknowledge peer alarms from the other Radius BZ1s that are in our network or our group. If we continue down, we also have a peer lost warning, and this would let us know or indicate when one of our peers in our group has been lost from the network. We can again disable or enable this feature. Arrowing down again, we see an Acknowledge Peer Lost indication. We can turn on or off this feature, and with any of these acknowledgement alarms, by pressing and holding either of the black left or right buttons, we would acknowledge that alarm. Let's continue on and press the down arrow one more time. And we see we also have a group lost warning. If this particular Radius BZ1 lost the group, it would give us that warning if this was enabled. Arrow down one more time, and we see our last option is Acknowledge Group Lost. And again, enabling this feature, pressing the left or right black buttons would acknowledge that particular message when it came up on your screen. If we press down one more time, it returns us to the Exit menu, and we can press the middle button to exit out of the wireless settings.